So, hello everybody, and welcome to this new sustainability interview brought to you by the World Sustainability Organization and Friend of the Sea. Our special guest today is Mirco Wildegger, CEO of Fontaine, a major German seafood company, a pioneer also on the organic seafood market. So, the company's tuna, mackerel, sardines are certified Friend of the Sea. So let me welcome Mirco. Very nice to have you here with us.
Good morning, Paolo. Thanks for inviting me. I'm looking forward for the interview.
It's a pleasure. Friend of the Sea and Friend of the Earth are two major certifications for sustainable products and services. They also represent a group of conservation initiatives for endangered species and habitats. So when you buy a Friend of the Sea or Friend of the Earth product, you are sure it is produced in a sustainable way, and you're also supporting conservation. The interviews we propose on this channel help you learn about companies producing in a more sustainable way. And we hope they will motivate you to follow their approach and also live and work sustainably. So please remember to subscribe to our channel to be alerted about new interviews and videos, and also to like if you found this video interesting. So, can you tell me a bit more about Fontaine? When was it started, and how is it growing, and what products in which markets?
Yeah, the Fontaine Nahrungsmittel GmbH is a German-based company, and actually we are the pioneer on the German organic market. And the German organic market has clear guidelines what a product have to deliver, that it is organic in terms of fish and of wild caught fish. It's substantial that it has a certification like the Friend of the Sea certification, for example. So we are founded in the 80s, and we are working right from the start with certifications. And for us, it's not just a certification. For us, it is like a symbol that we follow a certain idea of sustainability and a sustainable fish suppliers. Yeah.
Sure, and that's great. So, what are your main market? Are you selling mainly to Germany?
Our main market by 95% is Germany, and the rest 5% is the German-speaking countries like Austria, Switzerland. We have some retailers that buy from the Netherlands. We have some in the northern part of Italy, South Tyrol. But actually, Germany is the basic market. All big organic retail chains are our customers, and that's our main market.
The products are mainly seafood. What type of seafood?
We have it is mainly seafood. We have yellowfin tuna. We have skipjack. We have mackerels. We have even different kind like herrings. We have sardines. So we have mussels. So everything that you can get from the sea tastes very nice.
Yes, great. So I understand you don't have your own processing company. You are importing, like sourcing from different suppliers. So
Exactly.
what are you doing in terms of selecting them so that this way you are sure that the production is sustainable, that you reduce your environmental and social impact? And do you also have other certifications? You already mentioned about the importance of certifications. Maybe you can tell us a bit more. Are your customers requesting this, or is it also part of your company policy?
I call it the 100% approach. Actually, yeah, we are certified organically. Also, every product in our canned fish products that is not fish, like olive oil, sunflower oil, spice it, you name it. It has to be 100% from organic sources. Okay. That is actually, first of all, that's our mindset, and our customers expect it from us. By the way, we have not only Friend of the Sea, we have MSC certifications as well, for example, on herrings and fish species like that. But that's what we are 100% organic. And on the other hand, if we talk about the wild fish caught or the fish catches, it has to be certified either by Friend of the Sea or by MSC.
Okay, well, congratulations. And I see there's a change going on in the seafood sector. Do you feel that too? Have you always worked in the seafood sector, or maybe also in other sectors? Do you feel that there is a change in general in the food sector or in the industry in regard to being more sustainable, lower impact?
I think, first of all, I'm working in the fish industry since 2020, but I'm working in the food industry for I'm getting old, 70, 80 years now nowadays, yeah. In terms of the fish industry, I think you can see it in two perspectives. In general, the food industry is getting more sustainable. Actually, you just have to take care, is it window dressing or is it real sustainability? That's where I see, because sometimes people or companies, they just plant some trees, what is good, you know, but then they put on the homepage that they are now a sustainable company. Yeah? That's not our approach. Yeah, we are more like sustainability is part of our, I always say it's part of our company DNA, because we did it before the term was used in the food industry. In terms of the fish industry, what I can say from the last 2 to 3 years is that I see it's a big challenge to have a clear communication towards the customer, because I can tell from the German market, we have German retail chains that introduce new certifications, their own certifications. That's my opinion. I don't think that's a good way, because it's going to confuse the customer.
Yeah, we also feel like that. I mean, it's important that they are more aware that they do
absolutely
something.
I think the motivation is good.
To have your own logo is different than to rely on a third-party certification, because then it can confuse consumers.
Absolutely. I think the development is great. Everybody's thinking about sustainability. But at the end of the day, we have to see, or we rely on the actions of the customer in front of the shelf. And if it's not clear what is really sustainable and what is a good story, you know, and what is maybe a greenwashed story, that's going to confuse the customer. And that is where we want to have a clear strategy within the Fontaine food world, that we don't swap from BROM certification to the next certification. We want to have a clear message out to the customer, that they know, if I buy a Fontaine product, it's good and it's sustainable. That's
yeah, I think yours is the right approach, to rely on a third-party certification or certifications, international, verifiable, transparent, because we do carry the audits on a company by company base every year, and these audits are public, open to objections. So I think that's very different from self-claims, and hopefully one day there will be more regulations about the sustainability claims. As it happened with organic, you cannot claim that you are organic unless you are third-party verified by an organic certification body. The same should occur for sustainability claims, because otherwise that's very confusing for consumers. But hopefully we are going in the right direction, and the work that you're carrying out is really appreciated. So now, looking over to the future, you know, we're leaving COVID behind. What do you think will happen in the future in terms of requirement about sustainability? Maybe some regulation, as we were saying, and what do we have, like maybe some specific plans that you can disclose from your company, or maybe you feel you're already doing everything that you can in this regard?
You know, there's a saying, you can always, if you don't take the next step, you are actually going backwards, you know. You never can lay back and say, I've done everything. I think the intention of our company is, I think the mindset is 100% where it should be. The next one is always action. And of course, it's not only you, because you're just a part of a network, and you have to talk to your suppliers, you have to talk to your customers. So it's a very complex system. We just try to keep it as simple as possible. We do a lot, but Paolo, actually, you can always do a little bit more.
What about, for example, packaging? I know that there's more and more talking about trying to reduce the packaging, which sometimes can be also convenient for the company in terms of cost. In canning, right? You are, let's say, maybe limited to what the suppliers of cans propose. Are you aware of any initiative on the producers to maybe reduce? Maybe themselves are reducing also their consumption of energy in the production of the cans, of the tins.
Yeah, you know, for the packaging is quite easy. We try to reduce the packaging. Yeah, that starts what material we use. First of all, it's always recycled paper. Even on the logistics, or I have a package here. We only, here you see, even we save.
Oh, that's clever.
So that
that's the first time I see it.
We need less packaging because it's open on the side, you know. We get our packaging itself does not come from our supplier itself. From Spain, for example, it comes from Germany. So that's regional supplied. We get it in our Germany warehouse as a packaging. We get the cans from our suppliers or at the seashore. And then what we do actually is still, we do the packaging itself.
So you don't have to use glue, for example. That's great. That's great. That's a great idea. We should highlight it also on our social media, etc. And maybe some other will pick it up, and because it's really makes sense.
It even makes sense from a logistical point of view, because if we get delivered blank cans, it's less volume that comes from Spain, that comes from Latvia. So that even makes sense from that point of view. Yeah,
that's a great story, and that's the purpose also of these interviews. To pass the message, to bring in new ideas. Hopefully some other seafood producer will catch your suggestion and duplicate it. After all, it's not a secret, and it's good for everybody, right? And in terms of marketing, it doesn't influence. So that's great. So thank you very much, Mirco, for your very interesting contribution and for telling us about Fontaine commitment to sustainability. I'm sure that your initiatives in this sense can represent a very good example and food for thought for many other companies in your sector. So for now, if you don't have anything else to add, I greet you, but I hope to have you again in our YouTube channel in the future for updates and for other considerations. Thank you so much, Mirco.
I thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great day then.
Same to you. See you. Bye.
Subscribe to our channel to get more content about sustainability.